Hi everybody, I'm Max.
And I'm Rafał, and we are Frontend Wolves from Future Processing in Gliwice.
And we came here today with a lightning talk regarding custom translations engine. And I'm absolutely sure, we are absolutely sure that right now you are thinking, oh my God, guys, did you really done that? There's so many solutions out on the market. There's so many issues that may arise from such a concept. However, we are here to quickly prove it to you that this is a quite straightforward problem and you can easily solve it. But from the beginning, what was our motivation? We wanted to create a system that will be able to work with different translation sources, and that means a system that will work based on different formats, based on different input applications. Second of all, the system should work with translations at runtime, not at build time like Angular does at the moment. We wanted to lazy load the translations, so what's needed is needed when it's needed, and in the end, we wanted to be technically independent from everything that is third-party solution to Angular core solutions like ngX Translate. So, from the architectural perspective, what do you actually need? What blocks do you need? First of all, you need, and we do have in our system, a facade. Something that will guard you from the rest of the system. Then inside, you simply need a set of simple services to handle configuration, loading the translations, storing them, and a set of managers and helper services to help you deal with the task, a set of services to handle language-related problems, and in the heart of the system, you need a translation provider service, which will do the whole magic. And on top of it, you can easily build a set of directives and pipes to handle the topic in the views.
Yeah, and the next question is how to maintain those translations. Just organize them, and do it using a simple structure which contains 3 parts. The first part is the namespace, the top one container, which separates the different translation sources. The next is the translation table, which can be mapped to our well-known Angular module. And the most important part is the key itself, which can be or should be created using some kind of simple convention. Such a string you can just use in your components, pipes, and created directives. And of course, if you need a fallback, you can also create some kind of fallback notation. How to start up such an engine, such a mechanism? Just use Angular app initializer. Everybody knows app initializer. Inside of which you should just load the default translations and use them in the bootstrap method of your translation mechanism, translation service, which should load them into the memory. And what later? Later you need them in the runtime. When you need new translation in the runtime, just use one of 2 simple methods. The first one is using Webpack and the dynamic imports under the hood. And the second fetches it from external source or API using HTTP client.
And the last but not least, the heart of our system, the translation service. This is quite straightforward. We hear many times that this should be complex, but this actually needs to deal with only 8 problems. The first thing is to validate the input that we have, that this is something that we know. The second thing is to gain some performance by doing a simple cache lookup based on the proper context. The fourth thing is to prepare the input to map it to your internal structure. The fifth and the most important thing is to perform the actual translation. And typically, and in our case, this means handling the interpolations. And oh yeah, master.js here for the rescue. This is so straightforward. The sixth thing is to handling the fallback notation if you actually have one. And this is a simple recursive call. The seventh thing is to log an information if you are missing a key. And the eighth, the last thing, is to store the result in cache. And actually, that's it. So wasn't it easy? Thank you very much.